Alright everyone, welcome back to GTA 3. Oh shit. Yeah. So I'm gonna... In this episode we are gonna do some more missions, but first of all let me just explain what happened there. Basically that was from Paramedic. So if you saw episode 3 and you went to the end of it, you got there, you will know that I tried Paramedic, and this autosave was from after I flipped the ambulance over, which is not a convenient thing. So basically I could have died there. But I didn't, because I had some body armor, luckily, and I was far away enough from the ambulance that it didn't kill me in one go. But that was very scummy game. That was a bit scummy. Bastard. Tripping me up like that when I reloaded the autosave. Mr. Whoopi. Um, so, let's go ahead and do another mission from Joey, which is Dead Skunk in the Trunk. And I think this is one of the more interesting missions, at least, for something special.
Beautiful. Just beautiful. Alright, just the guy I need to talk to. Alright, there's a car stuffed with a stiff at the cafe near Callahan Point. One of the Forellis thought he was a wise guy, so he got what he had coming to him. Take the corpse to the Crusher in Harwood, alright?
Alright, so the reason that Dead Skunk in the Trunk is so special is because the manana that you're going to be asked to drive, this mission can be a little bit of a pain in the ass if you don't already know some things. So where we're going to the diner at Callahan Point. I think he mentioned that during the cutscene. And there are two vehicles parked up very ominously. And they're there for a reason. That's the other Forelli brothers. They are a gang. It's been revealed in Liberty City Stories. There's one of them in that Sentinel, and there's another Sentinel over there where the lights are on. There you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to give them an explosive surprise, because if we kill these guys before we go off with the car, we can avoid them coming after us. Oh, go away, don't come near me. Okay, that could have ended badly. Yeah, just watch out for that. In the original version of the game, the other guy was supposed to make a beeline straight towards you, but this guy just crashed into the thing. He's not dead yet, is it? No, he's not. Let's finish him off with the Uzi, or something like that. So yeah. Good thing I collected the hidden packages as well, because then we can get a lot of Uzi ammo, early. Now, normally, I'm a bit disappointed with this, to be honest. I was looking forward to seeing the blood in kind of HD form, because what would usually happen in the original version of the game was you get this unique manana which had blood dripping out of the boot if you're in England, or trunk if you're in America. However, it looks like they textured it very badly, because it's kind of cut off and looks a bit shit. So I was a bit disappointed by that. Maybe it'll be patched out, I don't know. But yeah, it's a bit disappointing. But the good news is, I checked, and the body is still in the boot, or the trunk. So there he is. There's the dead Forelli brother. Forelli gang member, who is just a mafia guy. Bitches. He looks like that. Just a mafia guy, you know, a regular Leone guy, because the Forellis don't really exist in physical form in this game. In Liberty City Stories they do. But yeah, apparently there's not many of them left by the time GTA 3 happens in 2001. And no, they have not remastered Liberty City Stories. I doubt that they will. Maybe one day, I don't know. But those were originally PSP games. Liberty City and Vice City Stories. Why was he shooting at me? I don't get it. I think that's the second time a Mafia member has just randomly started shooting and the bullets have hit me as if he was aiming for... I don't know why. I didn't do anything. Yeah. The Manana is a slow car and it is near enough prone to flipping over, so if the Forellis were chasing me we could have been knocked off the road. There's just one last look at the body. That happened in the original game as well. It's exactly the same model, just retextured. It looks very similar as well from a distance. But off he goes to the Crusher. forever lost to the sands of time and whatever. So, let's, that's Stage Skunk in the trunk for you. That's it. It's over. We've done it. When it eventually crushes the bloody car. We got some money there. 10 grand. Thank you. So, what was I going to say? I remember I was going to say something in this episode, but I forgot what it was. I think it was about, By the way, I do hope you're okay with having the game volume on 40% according to Share Factory and my microphone volume on 200, because that's just what I've set it to. The cutscenes are still on 100% because I want you to hear them properly. By the way, next up is another interesting mission, Cream Ustream. Let's go ahead and do that.
I started my exotic entertainment business with nothing but the sizable contents of my leather pants. A gang of no-goods has threatened to remove my starring member if I don't pay them a cut. They threatened the wrong man, amigo. They have a weakness for the ice cream. Pick up the bomb I've hidden in hardwood, hijack the regular ice cream van on its rounds, and lure these fools to their doom with the jingly jingly. They hide in a warehouse on Atlantic Key.
The jingly jingly. Yeah, I like the jingly jingly. The jingly jingly. The jingly jingly is fantastic. It's my best friend. The jingly jingly, if you're wondering, is the ice cream jingle. It's the din 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 that it makes over and over and over and over again. You can turn it off. Just waiting for the big finish of the song. Din, there we go. If that annoys you, be sure to turn off the ice cream jingle when you get into Mr. Whoopi, which is more likely in this game because for some reason they are they're spawning like hotcakes. Is that really a term? Selling like hotcakes is a term, but I don't know. You can actually use any Mr. Whoopi for this. All you have to do is just pick up the bomb and then get in a Mr. Whoopi. That's why it says find an ice cream van. It's not the ice cream van. You can do it with any ice cream van. And I'm just going to say this, if you, in the original version of the game, if you want to easily complete import-export, because getting a Mr. Whoopi in the original game is a pain in the ass, because they basically never spawn, right? In this mission it's scripted to spawn. So if you want to, when you're doing this mission, ideally before you complete Sayonara Salvatore, you could steal this and just not blow it up. So in order to do that, what you do is you take it to the site, you activate the jingle, the guys will come out the building, but if you just kill them any other way, those guys, and not detonate the van, you can just take the van to the docks and export it. There's another Mr. Whoopi. It's our clone. I'm not going to do that in here because I'm going to do import-export without any additional help, right? By that I mean I'm just going to be driving around looking for certain vehicles and taking them if they end up in traffic. Should be fairly easy. Although I do have a concern, which I'll raise later on. I would like to say though, I did mention Crazy 4 Games as Let's Plays. If you watch the 6 Stars playthrough of that particular, his playthrough, then Ice Cream Ustream is an incredibly difficult mission with 6 stars. And I do apologise to him if he's watching, but it was very hilarious to watch how many times that you just fail on that mission. Now, it was honestly such a relief to me that he actually did it in the end. You know, he did, I believe, complete everything by the end of that playthrough. At least, I haven't watched all of it yet. I'm on part 23 at the moment, as I'm saying this. But, yeah, that mission with 6 stars, in fact a lot of missions in this game with 6 stars are very, very difficult. 6 stars, by the way, means that the army come after you, and the army in this game, I mean, judging by how this game is near identical to the original, I imagine the army will be as much of a pain in the ass as they are. Another Mr. Whoopi. Yeah, will be practically impossible to survive against. Next up, we're going to do Marty Chunks' mission, I think, which is the wife. Yet another easy mission. Nothing to worry about, nothing to be concerned about. However, I scream, you scream. Oh, I'll shut up.
The business is gonna go under unless I get a hold of some serious cash soon. My wife has an insurance policy, and all she's ever been to me is a hole in my pocket. I've left the car in the usual place. Go and pick up my wife from Classic Nails and bring her back to the factory.
Yeah, so I scream, you scream, which we just did. It is it is impossible, or virtually impossible, to do that mission after completing Sayonara Salvatore, right? Because the ice cream van is always going to spawn in St. Mark's. Now I think it will eventually drive somewhere else. I think it might drive out of St. Mark's, though it does spend quite a long time there, you have to wait. So it might in fact be possible to do Ice Cream You Scream when the Mafia hate you. Now I'm not really going to test that out in this playthrough. I'm just going to say it might be possible, but the problem is Turismo. I mean, if you haven't completed Turismo and the Mafia hate you, I think Turismo is going to be nigh on impossible to do, because you have to go through St. Mark to get the checkpoint, unless you get a tank, which you can do. I mean, I think by the time the game's over you can do all the 4 missions still, but I'm just saying that Turismo would be possible in a tank if you took out the competition whilst the race was going on with the tank and then just got all the checkpoints. However, Ice Cream You Scream I guess is possible, because I think Crazy4 Games, who knows a lot more about GTA 3 than I do, said that the ice cream van will eventually drive out of St. Mark's, at least some of the time, so it's possible. As long as it's out of St. Mark's, you're out of danger, basically, from the Mafia anyway. Let's turn the radio off so we can hear her, even though I'm going to be talking anyway. So yeah, El Burro's mission, so I'm pretty sure would be impossible, because when you get to do Big and Veiny, the final mission in that string, then it loops back around to Turismo, you have to go through St. Mark's, and you are in a van. You've got no choice, unless you mod the game to have the Rainbow Miser mod, which there is no Rainbow Miser mod for this game yet. Maybe in the future. Which brings me to maybe wondering whether Crazy4 Games will let's play this game, but it does need a mod to do the 6 stars thing, and it does need a mod to do Rainbow Miser. If he wants to do it 100% regularly, then he can do that, obviously. That's entirely possible. I am interested to hear his thoughts on it. In fact, interested to hear a lot of people's thoughts on the definitive edition version of these GTA games. But yeah, I'll come on to that maybe a bit later, or maybe in another episode. So yeah, a Big and Veiny, I don't think it's possible to do when the Mafia hit you. And if you want to go ahead and try it because you feel like being a masochist, go ahead. But I'm just going to say that if you complete El Burro's missions before Sayonara Salvatore, you'll be just fine for 100%, right? But if you do it afterwards, I think it's going to be nigh on impossible. So don't trip yourself up, right? Unless they changed it in this game where the Mafia do not have shotguns, because I haven't looked, I haven't checked yet at this part of the footage, at this point in the commentary. Anyway, the getaway.
What a ride she's gonna be, huh? Alright, listen. Get some wheels to the safe house at St. Mark's and pick up a few friends of mine. They're hitting the bank and they need a driver. I gave my word that you were the man, so don't screw this up. Get them to the bank before 5 o'clock, not a minute after.
Yeah, let's do this mission. So, Yeah, I haven't checked whether the Mafia have shotguns, but I'm pretty sure, considering this game is near identical, that's the second time I've said it in this episode, but considering it's identical, I see no reason why they won't have shotguns, and that it won't be a piss take. Alright, but I will eventually test it, and see. Hopefully they don't have them, hopefully they removed it, but I'm not holding my breath. Anyway, maybe they made it so that the Mafia are disabled during those missions, and it's entirely possible, but I'm just saying, to avoid potential headache, just, yeah, do what I said. Do them before Sayonara Salvatore, Elborough's missions, and you should be just fine. So there we go. I'm going up here to get a car, I think. Yeah. I think I am. I need a 4-door car to take the guys to the bank anyway. We're gonna do a bank job, everyone. Pretty easy. I was gonna say there is a concern. So with the Mr. Whoopies spawning, because they're spawning so often, I've got this worry in my head that maybe it's not supposed to be like that. Maybe it's a bug, or they're spawning too often, more often than it was intended. I know that sounds very stupid and unlikely, but I'm just saying, because they're spawning so often, it's glaring to me because they used to basically never spawn. So I'm hoping that it isn't a bug and they don't patch that out. I'm hoping that it's relatively easy to find a Mr. Whoopi by the time I do the import-export stream, because I swear, Mr. Whoopies rarely spawn in the original, and I mean very rarely, right? They only rarely spawned in... There was a list on the GTA Wiki which you could look at which said they would maybe spawn in Chinatown and maybe spawn in Cedar Grove. But I think I've only seen the Mr. Whoopi once in Chinatown in the original version. I think I've seen it twice in Cedar Grove. But by that point it didn't matter because I got one from Firefighter, which may have a chance that there's a Mr. Whoopi right there as I'm talking about it, which is eerie. Just saying. But yeah, I'm kind of concerned that maybe that will always be the case. Maybe it's unintentionally easy to find these. But I'm hoping that they don't change it. I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me that they spawn so much. It just, you know, I'm not used to it. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, that's my silly concern. It probably isn't a bug. Probably is intentional. Which, thankfully, it makes it very easy, you know. Also, by the way, the reverse lights. If I haven't mentioned the reverse lights before, I'm going to mention them now very quickly. They don't seem to be active. I'm pretty sure the original version of GTA 3 had reverse lights with every car that would light up when you reversed. Now, the reverse lights are modelled in this game, but they don't seem to be actually engaging. So, is that broken? Or is it supposed to not light up? I remember them having reverse lights in the original, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm just saying that they're there, but they don't appear to be used. So, I don't know what's up with that. If I suddenly go to an episode and do some footage and suddenly they work, I know it's been patched. Also, I'd have downloaded an update for the game. Go to your safe house, you moron, it's that way. And I was almost going to do another mission, but then thought, no, it's not part of the plan, I'm going to end it off. So, thank you very much for watching episode 5, yeah, we're on 5, of this playthrough. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, please do check out the next one if you're interested. I'll see you all around, and hopefully we'll be able to have some more fun times with this game in the next episode. Thanks again for watching, even though I said that before, and yeah, see you all later.